Andy Dosty, please ask Sarkodie whether he really has a song with Kanye West or not. Emoji tweeted something like that a few months ago. Richard from Spintex.
Yeah, sure.
You think he will say it?
No, I don't have a song with him.
Okay. Cambodia.
All right, abusia ma mensa mo akwa ba bio mfa mbra mega TV fidikesi so what you say abusia na your first time mesro so don sabe bo subscribe button no so no wadawro ma wata ni notification bell no on ene na abusia mesro wo ye ne sabe bo na abre na brain na ye di update to ho no ma obinya bia kenkan ama ohun atimi asepel what you say eye na otwi mu. Yes, Sarkodie granted interview bi ewo Hitz FM oni Andy Dosty what you say. Na busia wakan sem bebre omo bisa na question so what you say. Na what the secret bi aba out oni Kenya West what you say. Na abusia answer na bekwa kutie nsem na eye sak okan ye no ewo sa Hitz FM show no so no. Abusia misro pa chopa ne na your first time bomodina na fa onsa kanot yes subscribe button no na turn notification bell on. And na bebo na brain na no be get in touch na etimi ahwe bom adika so bom ama won so ohun etimi atọ ama bibia akọ wano yenko ne nkotie nsema sak odi dwa ewo dwumadi ni so.
Bad is a jam. Now Adam Totome says matters of the heart. Samini pours out. He vexed Sakwa. Is it the first time? It seems Charlie, that's quite a lengthy message. Okay. It seems more than 7 musicians feel Sak know they return favor. Adam, EL, Freddie Maywe, Yemi Alede Kwakese, Sharif Agunu, GH, and now Samini. What runs through their disappointment is the fact that after agreeing to be success, Cam needs to be worried and proactive about reputation and perception management of the brand Sarkodie and better reach to these aggrieved colleagues of these things online. They may think it will die naturally when they come up, but what they forget is their performance history, which makes people dig into the past when there is new issues to make their case, like I have done. This means issues never die naturally, especially when not dealt properly. In this regard, anytime an issue pops up, try and solve it to its logical conclusion, else the day something comes up, it will be used as reference against you. Organizations and individuals should take serious perception management if they really care about their public image. Thanks. All right, so that's Adam Totome of Ghanaian Times. Quite a lengthy message,
but there was a lot to pick from it. I think he has a point. Yes, I picked a lot from the angle he's coming from. It's true, as much as you think something might not be true, so you think it will die, of which it does, but there are certain people that will keep that in them because they never had clarification to it. So yes, makes sense.
Now, I woke up with a lot of comments, and Samini, well, coming up with some. There were a lot of tweets on Twitter going on. He says, not sure I'll need. Okay, someone looks like he wrote. He says, I did Love Rocks for free under 24 hours. He's just alone when it comes to returning favors. That's all. Unlike him, I do my own hooks and verses. I don't need features to blow like I die. You know what time it is, Sarkodie? We should direct. It says, not sure I'll need a verse from Sark, but
the body of God is the same. So we'll just have to get the details as to what actually could be the issue before we can then more than that. So you have to. I always treat things how I would. I see things how I would have reacted, which is wrong, but then that's my logic. Because before I will come out there to say something, I might have told you already. Right, so if Andy Dosty, you're doing something, I tell you on WhatsApp, I will tell you that this and this and that. When was it? Did I call you?
You've not called me in a very long time. But we've been chatting.
Did I call you on? I don't want to be specific on the case. I think there was something you guys were discussing here.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember. So I was with you. We go chop fufu away. Oh, it was you.
I mean, what did we discuss?
No.
I think it was
no. Please
don't bring me coming.
No. I did with the chop fufu for some joint.
But I didn't say we discussed something on air.
On air. That day you were on air. I think it was a tiny issue.
So I called you, and we had a conversation. You know, I told you my point of view.
Right.
Or I wrote you something.
Pay the 2,000 for time.
This is why. See,
maybe the thing.
I say my make and make. So
as they kick me, now you now you kick you small. I just said, you're like,
let's go finish. I don't go to say Sark wanted to pay 2K.
You know. So my point was, because I felt a certain type of way, I called. I'll hit you up and say, oh, this and this and that. Yeah, and I doubt that personally having issues with people would make me want to like let the public know, because Twitter is not gonna solve. I don't think you can even actually make your point on Twitter. They will dissect it and make it look a certain type of way. So if I have a personal issue, even if you're actually wrong, I will have to tell you, Bulldog, whether you respond or not. At least I've told you. So that's why I want to know exactly what it is before you make a general comment about it.
I see. All right, guys. So we are live on Hitz 103.9 FM. Kinsak is my special guest. Andy Dosty, please ask Sarkodie whether he really has a song with Kanye West or not. Everybody tweeted something like that a few months ago. Richard from Spintex.
Yeah, sure.
You think he will say it?
No, I don't have a song with him.
Okay. Cambodia, my guy. Cambodia fixes cars, man. He fixed my car recently. Was I tell Sarkodie that I greet him and Black Nana, they should look for me small way back in Tema Community 11. Your guy, eh? Yeah, Cambodia. Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey, Samini is saying something. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, Charles Ayalolo Boss says, and it was I put Sarkodie and his family in Ayalolo Boss when they arrived from London during the lockdown. I personally held his wife's bag into the bus. I think you didn't know who I was then. I'm a big fan. So Sarkodie and his family rode in one bus from the airport to their hotel for quarantine. Oh wow. Hey, Charlie, so this quarantine thing, the time they go lock you up for
Yeah, Alicia.
Hey Charlie. Okay. Now showing off MVP colors in a stirred up video, people say he confirmed that he's MVP by showing the flag. Fred from Amasama. Charlie, today there. So this Fred from Amasama. Sark. Was that intentional?
Said there was a
Fred from Amasama says
I had to actually go and watch it back again.
Okay. The video, so you've seen that
yeah,
comment.
So the video, well, the part that you saw me in is the only part that I was there. Every other thing that I had no idea, because it's not my video. I didn't control the cutaways. So you saw
Bosco.
Yeah, Daddy Bosco. I had no idea. I saw Daddy Bosco and said, no munim nipako tehono. So if you ask Bosco, I didn't call Bosco that you have to be in the video, right? So and he didn't even know that was the video.
For a minute, I had to rewind to check whether.
Yes, it was Daddy Bosco. Yeah. So I saw it the same way. That's the same thing with everything, because these are white people from somewhere. They're shooting. You know the flag is NPP, NDC. They're just shooting it. So, but I get it. Just.
So who brought the flag there?
I think it's just you have flags around. Because in the shot, I think it was somewhere.
From the comments, I thought you had wrapped yourself with it. Like,
no. Oh God.
Okay. Oh, Charlie Sark.
But there's nothing wrong even if he's MPP. What's wrong with that?
I've not invited you.
Eats us. You can't do without it. And even if you are not, it's not even about emotional attachment. One of the biggest commodities that we have, and it's not been tapped. I mean, I think it's been how we've been having our conversations with the people that need to understand. We have been built the skill to make them understand, to speak their language, and that is what I'm trying to work on. That if I could round up some of my people in our industry, so we can change that narrative and have these people come in, support, so we can get some things right. Because I've had conversations with certain people in certain countries where they had the same issue, but then they had a way to go about it to explain for people to understand how to even present your documentation for them to go like, okay, this is worth us coming in. So those things is like dear to my heart at this point.
So a big kudos to you, because at the end of the day, you've achieved this height by not being signed to a label. So the question here is, if you had to do all over without, would you want to be signed onto a label, or you'd still want to go the same path?
With working with a big machine is very necessary, but I think as individuals, you should know what you can work with and what you can't. We have artists who are supposed to be on their label. Both sides are good. We have the advantage, disadvantage, but we have certain artists that you don't have to go the Sarkodie route. I will still do that because as a person, that's how I am. I'm very hands-on already. So if anybody should be in charge, they might have to be like 100 times, which is always hard to find people like that because I'm too hands-on with it, and people are okay with allowing people to move. When George said what he was saying, he mentioned something I want to be a part of it, and Boo was there when Rapaholic was going on. I had to be there from like the get-go to get everything. Like, so such a person, it's hard for me to like leave everything in charge with some people to be in charge of that. I will panic, it will affect my creativity, all that. So me, I can't deal with it, but that doesn't mean it's wrong to sign to a label. So I think moving forward, I root for a lot of artists to actually sign, to have a big machine, so we can have at least few artists who can take us to that higher height. Yes.
So in the spirit of so what I'm hearing is that you're a builder, and it's not like you're waiting to watch the building go up and then come and just sit in. You want to be part of the process.
Exactly.
And since you have so much love for the industry and there are things you want to literally change, I'm just going to take this and probably move it back into the space of you having a label.
Yes.
And putting people out there. Is that like going to be the next phase of Sarkodie?
That is one. I think having a label and signing is one. You can actually just co-sign as well and actually give opportunities to artists and link them up with people that and actually even recommend artists and just say this guy is actually good. You could just present the person to Bulldog will make the person a star. I don't have to be the one to do it, but then to get to Bulldog, I might be the reason. But I think that's how we've been doing it throughout our career. I think what we're trying to do is after that, how do we put all of this under one umbrella, monetize and make it make sense? Because just coming out and being the big artist and then there's no structure, if you're not personally somebody who likes to maybe do business or be economical or whatever, which is more of morals, but I think there should be a base where whether you have morals or not, people will choose wealthy lifestyle, being rich, but then the basics of having your royalties or whatever being given to you, whatever you want to use that money for is your personal issue, but I think that base should be there. That is my focus.
I get what I'm trying to. So like because I know with respect to you did something with Akwabo and Co.
Yes.
In the past. I'm just trying to see if it becomes like a
like
main
a thing
area
where,
of like this is what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to like I have the formula, so I'm going to use probably the path I went through, and I'm going to use that as basis to be able to push the next 5.
Exactly.
Or the next 10.
I get that point perfectly. So what I'm saying is where my mind is the end game after you do that.
Okay.
Because just having the artists, I'll still put them out. They have become hits, but then we still have we have artists who are big and still complaining about.
True.